Watkins. I am the CEO of Run Your Vision, and I am also a blogger, entrepreneur, wife, and mom. And I'm a dope woman because I'm confident in who I am.
Hello ladies, and welcome back to Rated Talk. It's another edition of DWW, which is Dope Woman Wednesday, where we honor beautiful, driven, amazing, awesome, just fantabulous women who are doing the darn thing in their respective field. And today we have none other than the beautiful Miss Carmen. So Carmen, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Well, I guess first, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and I am an entrepreneur who recently left her 9-to-5 to fully focus on my nonprofit, which is catered to young girls ages 7th grade through 12th grade. And then I am also in the process of launching my first business in addition to my nonprofit. So that's my focus day to day, being at home with my daughter, balancing the entrepreneur life.
That is so awesome. So tell us a little bit about your nonprofit. What is it? What does it do? Like, just give us kind of like a rundown.
So I'll start from the beginning. The idea came about because I graduated from college, had no really direction on what was next. I was just like really lost, and so I started running again. I was a runner in high school, didn't really keep up with it in college, and so I started running as a way of meditation. And then after my runs, I would journal about, you know, how did I feel after that run, or what do I see myself doing in the next 6 months, in the next year. And so it became a community online called Run October. And so I challenged some friends, and we got together and we ran for the entire month of October. We journaled about our run, and so then Run October became Run Your Vision, which is the nonprofit. And so I had the idea, you know, I waited all of this time, all through high school, all through college. What if, as a young girl in 7th grade, 8th grade, if I would have honed in on my natural abilities then and just really focused on my God-given talents, where would I have been? And so I thought of the idea, what if girls were vision runners while they were in high school and while they were in middle school, and cultivating those gifts and talents now? So our program launched last year. We are in full stride, and we'll be actually having applications for girls to become a part of Run Your Vision, Vision Runners, and then hopefully implement some chapters in different high schools and middle schools.
Cool. So is it just you, or do you have like a team?
So funny thing, I tried for like 2 years to make it a me thing, right? And then God was like, it's not gonna work that way. You need a community around you. And so I actually have 2 sets of cousins on 2 sides of my family, mom's side, dad's side, and we all came together. So it's 5 young women, and they make up the executive team. And so everywhere I lack or where there's a gap, they meet that need. And so it's been like a match made in heaven.
I love that you are surrounded by beautiful women. Like, you know, I'm all like, yes, girl, female empowerment.
Right?
So how important is it to you, especially since you have a daughter, to show her that women can basically run the world? Like, how important is that?
Yeah, it's super important. I think we have so many images of seeing men as action figures and superheroes, but women day to day, we're making it happen, and sometimes we're behind the scenes making it happen, and there's nothing wrong with that either. So it's extremely important for me to be an example for her, and also to have her in a community where she sees other people that look like her. Not just women of color, but women of all races that are making it happen every day.
So this question is going to be a little bit aside from the business. This is just like a female question.
Yeah.
You know that we are constantly surrounded by reality TV. We're constantly surrounded by Love Hip Hop, Basketball Wives, whatever. How do you feel reality TV women are making an impact on the generation coming up? Because you're catering to the generation coming up.
Yeah, well, that's so funny. One, I'm a Real Housewives of Atlanta girl myself. And my husband made the joke when he dropped me off that he's Croy Bierman because he dropped me off. But I mean, you have to be careful. I mean, reality TV, it is what it is, but sometimes those things can be scripted. And I think some people forget that people don't always carry on like that, and then sometimes people will try to emulate that behavior and copy it, and it's like, wait a minute, now these people are getting paid for this. And so I think it's really important for us to have role models that are a little bit, I want to say this in the best way, making sure that you have role models that are also centered and grounded. And I think that's just super important. Sometimes we get lost in the idea of what's really going on and what's more so, I don't want to say fantasy, but sometimes it's made up. It's entertainment, and it's meant to bring people in. And so I think our young girls have to be careful to separate what is real from what is paid.
I agree. Okay, so we're going to do some mommy talk.
Sure.
You recently had a baby.
I did.
And I know a lot of women suffer from just trying to get back into it. After having a baby, because I know even like Beyonce, when she had her baby, she said it took her a minute to like want to get back on stage and dance and stuff again. So how was that transition for you from being, you know, single or newly married, business running, to now you have to juggle all these different titles in a sense?
It was extremely hard, if I can be completely honest. When I went back to work, I was super hesitant about that, and as I stated earlier, I ended up leaving my 9 to 5, and I guess when I left, I had this idea that, oh, I'm at home, we're going to make this happen, this is what it's going to look like, and then there's feeding schedules, and there's sleep schedules, and there's running behind an 8-month-old, and by a few hours later, you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't accomplished anything today. And so it was super challenging, but what I had to learn was, okay, this is my time. And so I even got my husband on board. From this time to this time, I'm working. And if that carries on for a little while, hopefully you can respect that and work with me. And sometimes I don't get to work in those set parameters. Sometimes I have to wait until everyone's asleep. And that's just part of being an entrepreneur, and knowing that, hey, your schedule's not like everyone else, and it really, honestly, you're working probably a little bit more harder than...
No, I think you definitely are. No,
it's so challenging. It's not that set parameter of time, and you really have to be focused. That's another thing. Like, you can get lost in the day, and the next thing you know is 5 episodes of Law and Order, and you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't done anything. So just setting that schedule, and being firm in that. I think that's the best thing to do when you're transitioning from motherhood to entrepreneurship. And I would say anything, being focused.
I so agree.
Yeah.
So what made you make that decision, like, I'm going to do this full-time by 9 to 5? You know, I'm an entrepreneur now. What made you make that decision?
So it was a couple of things. And again, if I can be honest, it was like, gosh, I feel like I'm getting tired of working someone else's dream. And I know that I have a lot of great things inside of me, and it's like, I have a lot to offer, and I want to be able to share that with the world. And so I thought of a way to do that. And so now, in addition to the nonprofit, I have a college coaching business. So so I'm working right now to help fill that gap, and I'm really excited because I just got my first few paid clients last week, and I'm like, yes, it's a real thing now. But there was just this gap between the information that students had as high school students trying to navigate to college. And I'm like, let's fill this gap. There's no reason for this information to be lost or only provided to a certain type of person. And so I wanted to be the gap filler, and so here I am. But I guess the main reason, honestly, for me to leave that 9 to 5 was knowing that there was a little bit more inside of me, and I didn't want my life to be just lost and become this just repetition of clocking in and clocking out. I wanted to make sure that I gave the world everything that I had to offer.
So to kind of piggyback off of that, it's a lot of women out here that do want to take that leap. What steps did you take to get to that point? Because I know I'm sure you just didn't wake up on Wednesday and say, I'm going to quit my job today. Like, I knew it was steps that you took in order for you to get to that point. What steps did you take?
Honestly, the desire had been burning inside of me for so many years. And when I got pregnant, I was like, exit plan. We're going to shake this around my baby. But I also, and I know everyone's not married, but I also talked with my husband a lot about this transition, because it was going to be a financial shift for our household. And now our income may, not be like it was before. So how are we going to handle this and set this up? But for anyone out there, if you're thinking about taking the leap, trust your gut. I know that sounds so cliche and people say it all the time or you hear it tossed around, but if there's this burning desire inside of you to do more and you've made some type of strategy, go for it. I will say that every time I took a leap towards something, there was a provision waiting on me on the other side. And you won't know until you actually leap. And so you just gotta go for it and trust that, okay, this is a big step, but there's gonna be something there, or someone will be sent, some person, some outlet to help fill this gap. I mean, being here talking with you, this is another opportunity for me to share with people. And you know, you don't anticipate these relationships or these opportunities happening, but they do. And so you just got to keep pushing forward.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have this question.
Yeah.
How do you juggle it? Like, not even how you juggle it. I'll take that question back. Do you believe in the saying that women can have it all? They can be wife, they can be mommy, they can be like, because a lot of times as women we feel like we have something has to kind of lack.
Right.
And we have to give this more attention and this is lacking. So we're more of a wife, but mommy's lacking, or we're more of a mommy. You know, wifely duties are lacking. So how do you feel like we can have it all, and how do you maintain it all?
So yes, we can most definitely have it all. One, we are like superheroes in our own right. When I am hauling groceries out the car with a baby on a hip, I'm like, I am Wonder Woman. But there's no limit to what we can do as women. And so yes, we can manage it all. Yes, we can juggle it all. Yes, it gets challenging and it's super tough. But for me, I have to remind myself daily that you are graced for this position and this point in your life. I think I Instagrammed it about it just a couple of days ago. For such a time as this, you were created. And so nothing is by happen chance or coincidence. Yes, you're a mom right now. Yes, you're an entrepreneur. Yes, you're a wife right now, and you are graced to do it all. And sometimes it might be writing on a sticky note, putting that sticky note on your mirror. It might be putting a reminder on your phone that goes off every day at 1 o'clock. You got this. Yeah. Just something to keep yourself motivated. For me, it happens to be my faith and who I believe in, and trusting God and knowing that He has a greater plan for me. So just getting centered around that one thing that keeps you focused.
I agree. So I have to ask you, who's your tribe? You know, I ask this question to every woman that I interview. Who's that tribe that just kind of keeps you going on those days when you feel like, girl, I am exhausted?
Yeah, so my mom is definitely in the tribe. She might be the leader of the tribe. She is the chief and everyone else is following behind her. But I talk to her pretty much every day. And she's just a constant force in my life and constant, just like, it's okay, you're doing well, I'm so proud of you. Like that reminder that just keep going forward. But on top of that, I think I have a pretty close-knit circle of friends. One, can I shout them out?
Yes,
okay, so I have one particular group, which is my We Time group, which is my small group, and we are constantly in communication, and they are just women from all areas of life. Some single, some recently married, some recently engaged, some moms, some not, some executives running an entire team, some in education, and I think we just do a really good job of making sure that we're all just constantly empowered and feeling good. On top of that, my Run Your Vision executive team, my two cousins from different sides, they are just amazing. Three of them are younger than me and one is older than me, and I pull from all of them, no matter the age gap or anything like that. So I think I have a pretty solid tribe.
How important is it to have a tribe as a Black woman?
Oh my gosh, it's so important. Sometimes we get lost in the idea of being this one-person show and we don't really need anybody, or having someone else around us will dim our light, but it just brings, honestly, so much more light when you have people around you, because there are some areas where we lack, and it's important to have those people around you, like I've been saying so much today, but filling in those gaps. And so as Black women, I hope that we can continue this Black girl magic that we have going on, and pulling from each other and making sure that we have a very strong community around us. It's so important for our mental health, our spiritual health, and just our progression altogether.
So I have about 2 more questions, but I have to ask you this. What advice would you give to, I know you kind of stated about jumping, but is there any other advice that you would give to just a young woman out there that's looking at this, who has, and I ask every lady this because it's needed.
Yeah.
This, that push to kind of like, you can do it, girl.
Yeah,
you can do it. Like, what is that one thing or those few things or that nugget that you would tell her that'll get her off that sofa or get her off or whatever and make her want to do it?
I think, especially in our generation, we have so many people that are entrepreneurs and are creating their own lanes and their own avenues to really fulfill their destiny. And I think sometimes we can see others doing things and doing it well that we think, oh, there's no room for us. But there's room for everyone at the table. So don't let what someone else is doing make you feel as though, oh, that lane's already been tackled, there's no space for me. There's absolutely space for you. There's an audience that you have reached to that person may not have reached to. Your voice may connect with someone else where someone else's voice may not connect. So don't ever feel as though because someone else has occupied a lane that there's no opportunity for you.
I so love that, because that's so true. I think so many times we think some markets are oversaturated, so we don't want to tap into that gift. But if it's your gift and it's your passion, God will make a provision for you to
always
make it happen, and make it happen amazingly. Okay, so last question.
Yes.
What makes Black women so dope?
Oh my gosh, where do I begin? Honestly, it's just that culture, that history, and there aren't any words, because right now I'm searching. Like, seriously, where do I begin? We're just amazing. We're beautiful. We come from different walks of life, different religions, different backgrounds, and there's just so many things about us. I mean, we talk so much about other people taking from us, like our hairstyle and our figure and our shape and all this other stuff. But ladies, and I honestly had this talk with my niece the other day. I don't really know where to begin about talking about how amazing we are, because the list goes on and on, but just be secure in who you are. I think that's what makes us so dope, because I'm scrambling for words, but yeah.
Because we just dope, girl.
Yeah,
we don't, I don't know the way to put it.
Yeah, nowhere to put it. No way to put it other than we're just amazing. We're just amazing.
And that we are. And you are amazing. And when we come back, we're going to have a little bit of drinks, because I always say, what's girl talk without like some sort of cocktail. Okay, so yeah, we'll be back in Tuesday, and we're back, and we got our drinks. Okay, so Carmen, you are amazing. I know I say this about every woman that comes in, but y'all so dope. Like, oh my goodness, you're beautiful.
You're dope. You're dope. This entire setup is beautiful. I don't know what you guys can see, but it looks amazing in this room.
Thank you.
So, congratulations.
Thank you. No, congratulations to you for being a full-time entrepreneur. You're absolutely beautiful for just taking a risk, for taking a leap, for just inspiring young mommies out there that's our age, to show them like, yes, you can have it all. You can be a beautiful mommy, an amazing wife, and just a dope entrepreneur. We salute you. We thank you for showing women that it's okay to be you. It's okay to be authentic. It's okay to be humble. And it's okay to just trust and totally rely on God for everything in your life. And you are just awesome. And we wish you nothing but success. We wish you nothing but love. And in any way that we can help you, help your business grow, girl, we are here, because we believe in Black girl magic, and we believe in just supporting our queens. And she's definitely a beautiful, beautiful queen. So with that, we have to toast.
Sure.
Take a sippy sip. Girl, I know it's that good, you just feel it. So, Carmen, you have to give us all of your info. Like, tell us Instagram, Facebook, website. And you also have a blog. We need to get a chance to talk about that. So, yeah, let us know.
Okay, so here's a spill. Couple of things. Well, Run Your Visions website will be live soon.
Okay.
We're actually going to probably launch that sometime around May, but you can go now to runyourvision.org, and if you're interested in volunteering or you want more information, there is a form on our website now that you can complete, and it will come right into our inbox, and we'd love to connect with you. So if you are a young woman who is looking to help other young girls, I would encourage you, please visit runyourvision.org. And then I do have my blog, CarmenWatkins.com, and I blog about motherhood, livelihood, and servanthood. So just quickly summing that up, my day-to-day as a mom, my livelihood would be my travels, places that I go, places that I eat, things like that, and then servanthood would be pretty much everything Jesus. So everything about my faith, and then just some advice for people who are new to their Christian walk and are looking for ways to maybe figure out how can I best study and things like that. So talk about all that there. And that's pretty.
What's your Insta? You didn't give us.
Oh, my Instagram.
Facebook,
Gosh, I'm new to this. Not every day I'm on YouTube. So my Instagram is _Carmen. That's CARMEN Watkins. So @_Carmen Watkins. And I'm on Facebook. Same thing, Carmen Watkins. Twitter. I gotta do better with Twitter. Yeah. But I'm on there. Same thing @_Carmen Watkins.
Okay, and we just thank you so much. I mean, y'all, her spirit, like, oh my goodness, it's just like a ray of sunshine. Like, I just wish you guys could be in this room. It's just, it's awesome. But don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, rateddTALK, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram and like our Facebook page. I don't really do Twitter. I can't keep up. Like, it's go too fast. Like, I can't. I struggle to keep up with Instagram and Facebook, okay? So I'm really trying to get it together. So yeah, don't forget to follow us. Don't forget to follow Carmen, and don't forget to just continue to encourage, uplift, and be dope, and be amazing, and be the beautiful queens that you are. And until next time, we will see you. Oh, I'm gonna count to 3, and you say it's rated talk, baby, okay?
Okay,
and then we're gonna end the show. So
okay.
1, 2, 3.
It's rated talk, baby.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Hey guys, today I have officially taken over rated talk. So today I'm going to be talking about something preteens should have